quickly start. Let's quickly start with our lesson for today. I was still asking you, which topics have you covered from school? You told me you have covered a number pattern and what? Which other topic did you cover from school?
And the HCF and the LCM. And the commutative and associative properties. And that part that we were at, if you mean. Yeah, and algebra.
Oh,
And
algebra.
algebra. Yes.
Wow. Are you guys going to school every day?
No, we don't go to school every day.
Wow, but it seems as you have covered a lot of things already.
Yes. And then now we are coming to
Mulova.
Hey.
Robert Koita. Wait a minute.
I say
Robert Koita X and Y directly proportional. Now inverse proportional.
Yeah, and this is yes,
okay. Okay, let's do it this way so that maybe I don't dwell much on things you have covered already. I want you to send me on WhatsApp the questions under the topics which you feel they are difficult for you so that we can focus on those.
Under the topic that we are doing now.
Any question from what you have covered already?
Right now we are at this. We're doing this.
Okay. Okay, let's start. I would want you to do it in this way because today I was planning to teach you the number system. So let me just find out if indeed you are able to grasp everything under a number system. So now, tell me, I believe by now you know that we have a number system which is called a natural number. Can any one of you tell me what are natural numbers? What are natural numbers?
Natural numbers. Wait.
These are numbers which start from where? You
It
can
starts from one.
It starts from 1. So it's 1, 2, up to what? Up to infinity, right?
Yes.
So this is the example. That is an example of natural number. And then now, can you give me what the definition for whole numbers? Just give me an example of that. It could be enough.
All numbers that all numbers, natural numbers that start with a 0, infinity.
Yes, definitely. That's very true. So you must be able to know the difference between the natural number and the whole number. So the difference that the whole number starts from where? To 0, ne?
Yes.
Yeah, you should be able to see the difference between those. And then now, another important group of number system is what is called the integers.
Numbers, or integers.
Let's start with the integers. So what are integers?
All numbers with negative integers.
Very true. So it means in this case we are going to have the negatives. Let me start with the dots to indicate that we have many negative numbers, but let me write few of them here. So now this is what is called the integers. Okay, then now what are the real numbers?
Real numbers. Wait, I didn't write the whole number. numbers are all the rational numbers together with all the irrational numbers.
Very true. Yes, this is the combination of rational and irrational. But this group also belongs, it includes all numbers in integers. It's just that here we are having commas, which comes from the rational number. So in other words, it's irrational plus rational numbers. And then group number 5 is the numbers which are called the rational numbers. What are the rational numbers?
All numbers that can be written in the fraction or rational.
Yes.
Group number, yes.
So it's the numbers which you can write in terms of a fraction. Eh? So, but A and B must be what? A and B must be real numbers or it have to be real numbers in this case or integers. Then number 6 is the irrational numbers. What are irrational numbers?
Numbers that cannot be written in fraction form and where A and B are integers.
And B.
Yeah, exactly. Can you give me just 2 examples of the irrational numbers?
Of what?
Squared or the cube root of 5.
Cube root of 5, yes. So these are the kind of rational numbers we can come across. So you must take note of this. So now, can you give me a group of numbers? Because here I gave you about 6 of them. Can you give a group of these numbers which include all the number system? Because there's a group from these 6 groups. There's a group which includes all the numbers we talked about. What is that group?
The natural, no. Yes, the natural numbers. Yes, the natural numbers.
Natural number, it does not have the negatives. Natural number, it does not have the negatives. Therefore,
Rational number.
rational number does not include the rational number does not include irrational number, and irrational number does not include rational number. Okay.
Real numbers.
It's a real numbers. Very true. These are the real numbers. Take note of this. It's very important. Let me emphasize it again that the real numbers include all the numbers we have here. So if we talk about the real number, we would have included all the numbers in integers, in whole numbers, in natural number, in irrational and rational number. So this group is very, very important. You must take note of. What is the another group which includes most of the numbers? Now we started with the real number. Which other number or which other group of numbers which comes after a real number?
Rational numbers.
Rational number, very true. You must know this order. It's very important for you to know that order. So, and then after rational number, which group do we have?
We have irrational.
Hello.
Yes, after. Oh, okay. Okay, let's do it in this way so that maybe we can be audible. You guys, you can mute yourself.
Maybe video call WhatsApp because like
we should mute ourselves.
Okay, yeah, let's mute ourselves. Let's try to mute yourself, all of you, and then when maybe you want to say something is when you're gonna unmute, say.
Okay.
Let's do.
Not powerful now. the muteni. And then when you want to say something, you can unmute yourself.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, wonderful. Okay, let me quickly give you the groups that we have under a number system. So the first group, which includes all the numbers, is a real number, and then after real number, we have a rational number, and then after rational number, we have integers. So integers is the other group which comes after rational number, and it includes all the other types of number except the rational and the irrational number. And then after integers, we then have a group of whole numbers. So we have a group of whole numbers, and then the last group, it's what is called the natural number. So these are the groups which you must take note of. You can see I excluded the irrational number. This I did in purpose because irrational number does not include the natural number, it does not include the whole number. Therefore, it cannot belong to this. But you must know that irrational number, there are numbers which you can write in terms of commas. You cannot write them in terms of a fraction like what we have under the rational number. So it's important for you to know these groups. So, and I believe all of you have covered that up to so far. Now, let's quickly go to the algebra, of which you have covered already. So algebra, this is another important topic which you must take note of, because you're going to do a lot of things under a topic of algebra. So algebra, it is based on a simple subsections. So the first subsection which you must take note of under algebra is what is called the exponential rules. So now, what are exponential rules? Exponential rules are given by the first rule, of which is about multiplying the two exponents which have the same base. Let me give you this information in detail again so that you can see what is the A and what is the M and N. So the A in this case, it stands for what is called the base. And then the M and the N stands for what is called the exponents. So these are exponents. So the first rule is saying that if bases are the same, we can then add what? The exponents. So now the exponents in this case is M and N. Let's add them together and see what we obtain. So you will see you're going to get A to the power of M plus N. Okay, as an example, so I want you to try this and tell me what answer you get. If we have 2 to the power of 3, 2 to the power of 2 and 2 to the power of 3. Can you tell me the answer you get under this question? You can unmute yourself and then tell me the answer we can obtain if we're in 2 to the power, we are multiplying 2 to the power 2 and 2 to the power 3. Mukundi, can you unmute yourself and tell me what we obtained when we add these two exponents using this exponential rule we have here, wherein if bases are the same, we add the exponent. So in that case, what are we going to have if we're using the rule I told you about just now?